Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a wonderful episode in store for you. Make sure you go get your wine, your tea, or whatever your water of choice, because we're going to be getting into our favorite actresses from the 90s and the 2000s. Who used to watch all that? Y'all, that was one of my favorite shows. And then I believe Kenan and Kel was like a spinoff of all that, but the 90s Nickelodeon is just the best, hands down. Nothing else compares. So when I used to watch Kenan and Kel, I remember they had this little sister on there. So we're going to talk about Vanessa Baden. Vanessa Baden is a name that many people recognize from their childhood. She was born on September 8th, 1985. And the very first show that I remember her starring in was Gullah Gullah Island. Y'all, oh my goodness. I don't know what it is about Gullah Gullah Island, but it brings back that nostalgia. I'm not sure exactly what year it came out, but I had to be no older than 5 years old watching Gullah Gullah Island. As the years passed, she started landing more roles, such as Kenan and Kel, and that was where she really got a jump start to her career. I haven't seen Vanessa on the screen lately, so I thought I'd do some digging and see where she's at today. Well, as it turns out, your girl hasn't left us. She's been behind the scenes the whole time. She is consistently writing new projects for Fox and Hulu, so she is continually in her bag. A lot of times you'll notice that when you don't see the actors and actresses anymore, it's because they are behind the scenes and they are writing, directing, film producing. And let's be honest, the writing and the producing is where the bag is at, so I'm not mad at it. I noticed that she is on strike though. You see the logo in her bio on her Instagram. I'm sure y'all by now have heard about the SAG strike for the writers and actors, and the actors and everyone in the film industry is saying that they are not earning enough money with their residuals, so they are all sticking together. So shout out to them. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna come out on top. But I'll let y'all hear from Vanessa because she has a special message for everyone.
One live, sis. You can't create from a well that's dry. So if you've never lived, if you've never experienced heartbreak, if you haven't had these fallouts with your friends that have gotten back together, if you haven't worked that mundane job that you didn't feel like was really pushing you to what you want to do, from what are you deriving your creativity? The first thing that you have to do is you have to live and find inspiration for your creativity. Because once you get in it, you really are working all the time. The opportunity, if you keep pressing, it's going to come. The other thing that I would say, and this is something that I've been on a lot, is do the work. It's always and forever going to be about the work. And I think so often we're worried, again, about the success of it all, that we're not taking the time to learn the craft. And especially for Black women, there's just this like invisible clock that's like, if you don't get this by 30, if you don't get this by 35, no, that's not real. Take the time, learn your craft, even if that means that you can't floss on Instagram for a second, do that. Learn the craft and then make your work undeniable. Because we're Black, we're already gonna have to work harder than everybody else.
Thank you so much, Vanessa, for all of your hard work. We appreciate you, sis. Moving right along, we're going to talk about Sandra Quarterman. Do y'all remember her? I know that y'all remember Sandra somewhere in your core memory, in the back of your mind. I know y'all used to watch Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and she was my favorite. So I said, let me check out sis and see what she's been up to. For those of y'all who don't know, she was an American actress who starred on the original ABC sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper. The show aired from September 22nd of 1992 to August 30th of 1997, starring Mark Curry, Holly Robinson Peete, and the show took place in Curry's hometown of Oakland, California. It was a really funny show that also starred Raven Simone, and it was about an NBA player who turned into a substitute teacher. Since that TV show, Sandra has starred in Strange World, A Family Thing, The Pelican Brief, and Semper Fi. But I haven't really heard much from her, so I wanted to do a little digging in just to see how she's doing. Sandra is still doing well. She just celebrated her 55th birthday in June, and she is quietly living her life. I want to tell you guys a little bit about her and her career and how she got started. Before she was in California and performing on That Situation, She played Dr. Angie Hubbard on the soap opera All My Children, replacing Daytime Emmy Award winner Debbie Morgan, who originated the role but left the series to take on the role. She's also known for her role in The Pelican Brief. After high school, Sandra won a scholarship to the prestigious Juilliard School in New York City. 2 weeks before graduating from Juilliard, she took over the role of Dr. Angela Hubbard on ABC's long-running, award-winning soap opera, All My Children. Miss Sandra Quarterman, as you can see, had a beautiful, long-running career, and she now enjoys family time. Sis has pretty much been off the scene, living her life, enjoying the fruits of her labor, and I'm not mad at it. Y'all show her some love in the comments for everything that she's contributed to Black Hollywood. Moving right along to the it girl herself, Miss Hillary Banks. Y'all, she was the it girl of the 90s. Do you hear me? It's so funny because, they rebooted the show and they got the new actors and actresses now. But my brother, he called me up. He's like, you remind me of Hillary. I'm like, really? The old one or the new one? He was like, the new one. But I don't really remember the other one because I was too young. But that's a top tier compliment. If you know, you know, because sis was coming with the looks every episode. She was that girl. All right. Let's see what Miss Karen Parsons is up to now. Karen Parsons Rockwell was born on October 8th, 1996. She's an author and comedian, obviously best known for her role as Hillary Banks on the NBC sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel-Air from 1990 to 1996. She also starred in the 1995 film Major Payne, opposite Damon Wayans, and in The Job as Tony. She co-created, co-produced, and co-wrote and co-starred on the Fox sitcom Lush Life in 1996, which was canceled after 4 episodes. In 2001, she starred in the critically acclaimed but short-lived television series The Job with Dennis Leary. And besides television, Parsons has starred in several films, particularly in comedies such as Late Nights in 1992, Major Payne, The Ladies' Man, and notable mention, Parsons is the founder of Sweet Blackberry Foundation, which produces animated films and books about unsung Black heroes. So if y'all are wondering what sis is up to today, sis is behind the scenes making moves and providing opportunities for up-and-coming entrepreneurs, actors, and artists themselves. Y'all give it up for Miss Parsons in the comment. Drop some comments below. Show her some love. We want to thank you so much for everything that you have committed to the Black culture, the Black experience, and Black Hollywood. Because, baby, when I tell you my closet is inspired by Hillary Banks, and I know that's just a character, but it meant so much more than a character. You meant so much more than a character of Black impressionable young minds. For Black impressionable young minds to see someone on the TV screen, such as yourself, living in her elegance, living in luxury, and not accepting the bare minimum, that meant a lot to us. Miss Jill Marie Jones. Look at her. Look at that beauty. I know everybody remembers her. She needs no introduction. But this is Miss Jill Marie Jones, a.k.a. Tony from Girlfriends. Jill Marie Jones was born on January 4th, 1975. She's an American actress, performer, and professional dancer and cheerleader. And she's best known for her role as Antoinette, a.k.a. Miss Tony Childs in Girlfriends. But Jones has appeared in a number of films, and she had the recurring role as Cynthia Irving on the Fox series Sleepy Hollow. Do y'all remember that show, City Guys? I kind of remember it. In the back of my mind, I remember the logo was like CITYGU. Yeah, y'all remember that. Anyway, that's where she debuted at. So I didn't even know that until now. Jones made her screen debut on City Guys in the year 2000. After leaving Girlfriends, Jones began starring in films. She had the female leading roles in comedy films Universal Remote and Red Run, both in 2007, and then she appeared in The Perfect Holiday opposite of Queen Latifah. She also appeared as a star in Neo's music video, She Got Her Own, which is a remix to Miss Independent. In 2013, she appeared on the second season of the FX series American Horror Story in the episode of Spilt Milk. Also later that year, she appeared in Sleepy Hollow. In 2018, Jones began starring and producing the urban movie channel drama series Monogamy. In 2019, she reunited with Girlfriends. And ever since, Miss Jill Marie Jones has been enjoying the fruits of her labor, traveling, and she posts often on Instagram. To my knowledge, she does not have any children, although I did see a baby on her Instagram. I believe that is her nephew. I did come across a post where she gave a lot of credit and inspiration to Mr. Lawson, Mr. Richard Lawson. I won't read the whole thing, but I'll give you guys a quick snip. She says, years ago at the Beverly Hills Playhouse acting studio, I was 25. My teacher, who would later become my mentor, asked me a profound question that I've held on to now for over 20 years. He had already asked me if my parents were preachers. Huh? That was confusing at first, and by the way, the answer was no. I didn't understand why he was asking me that question after I had just showcased what I thought was a stellar performance. Then he asked me the question. He asked me, "Who's driving your car?" My ego answered real quick, "What do you mean I'm driving my car?" He then asked, "Do you have a pet? Do you have a husband, boyfriend, or significant other? Do you have an agent, manager, or publicist? Do you have family members that you take care of? Friends in the car screaming, 'Are we there yet? Are we there yet?'" I was speechless. I finally got it. I finally understood what he was trying to get me to understand. I realized that I was not driving my car. I was not flying free. I was holding back. My wings were clipped, and at some point I had allowed my power to be taken, and it was showing up in my art, my work. That day was life-changing. So she credits Mr. Lawson. Y'all all remember Mr. Lawson, the fine, handsome, and very talented Mr. Lawson himself. She credits him as a huge inspiration for her career. Miss Jill Marie, we thank you for your dedication to Hollywood. We thank you for your dedication to Black excellence, and we appreciate you for everything that you have done for our community. Girlfriends is one of those shows that is timeless, and you, ma'am, are a timeless beauty. We are here to give you your flowers. I can't tell you how many young, beautiful, dark-skinned Black women would tell me that they looked up to you. They loved seeing someone that looked like themselves on the TV screen. You have no idea how much that meant to everyone. Moving right along, speaking of Mr. Richard Lawson, we can't forget about his daughter, Bianca Lawson. Did y'all know that Bianca was the daughter of Richard Lawson? Bianca is one of the best actresses in Hollywood. She needs no introduction. And matter of fact, this is not a question of where has she been, because sis never left the scene, but I had to go ahead and report about her because I think that she doesn't get the flowers she deserves. This is a true timeless beauty right here. She was born to parents Richard Lawson and Denise Gordy. Now that last name Gordy sounds very familiar, so in case you were wondering, yes. Her mother is the niece of Motown founder Berry Gordy. Her father, Richard Lee Lawson, was born March 7, 1947, and he's an American actor who has starred in movies on and off television. He is perhaps known for his roles in genre films. He portrayed Ryan in the 1982 film Poltergeist. Lawson was born in Los Angeles, California. So not only is she the daughter of Denise Gordy, Richard Lawson, but she's also the stepdaughter of Lawson's second wife, Tina Knowles. So obviously that makes her the stepsisters to Beyonce and Solange Knowles. Lawson attended the Stella Adler Studio of Acting and graduated from Marymount High School, a Catholic high school in Los Angeles. And Lawson began acting at the age of 9, having appeared in commercials for Barbie, Revlon, and in 1993 she was cast in Saved by the Bell, The New Class, as series regular Megan Jones. She's also best known for her role in the hit series Pretty Little Liars. Y'all, that's one of my favorite shows. It's so much that I could say about this beauty, Bianca Lawson. I don't even think I have enough time to squeeze everything in one video, but one thing that I love about her is sis can play any role. She can play any role and any age, y'all. They had her, she was in her late 20s and 30s playing teenager roles. When I tell y'all she is the definition of black don't crack, okay, baby, black don't crack when it comes to her, because She can slay any role. So y'all better watch out for Miss Bianca Lawson because she's not going nowhere for a long time. And although, like most successful people with careers as long as hers, they tend to slow down once they once they hit a certain level. So we may not have seen her as much in the current years, but baby, as you can see in this video, Miss Bianca plans on being around for a very long time. And when you see her on the screen, you might as well get comfortable because you know it's about to be a good scene. And you know it's going to be a good production. So shout out to Miss Bianca. I really adore her. And, she has a lot of industry connections with her parents. But she didn't allow her privilege to just get her by. This young lady, I'm calling her young lady, she older than me, but this woman is truly talented and she truly deserves her flowers. She said, society told me I was supposed to not be too ambitious, just to be happy being a kid, go to school, meet my Prince Charming, and start a family. That acting was a non-stable career and very few people actually make it. I should choose a safer path. What I chose to do was begin my career at age 8, determined to follow my dream to be an actress, artist, and filmmaker, while also maintaining a high grade average within a very demanding school curriculum. I leaned into my ambition, which allowed me to have complete financial autonomy at a very young age and a sense of agency in the world, giving me the choice to do whatever I like, whether that means one day having a family or not, but I have the choice to do anything, and so do you. Well, that concludes our segment for today on the 90s and 2000 actresses. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Also, let me know of some more actors and actresses that you want me to do some updates on. I'm going to be posting this type of content. I'm going to post weekly. I also do content about, Black news, and I'm just here to give you your daily dose of Black news because so many times the media tries to tell our story for us and they tell it in a way that's not put in a positive light. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Now, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, what that means is I'll be monetized. And so I really have more time to put more time and effort into my craft and giving y'all better quality, higher quality, and the best videos. I'll catch y'all next time. Once again, thank y'all so much for supporting me.